Welcome all, my dear friends. Let us enter into another significant arena of the world of patents that is known as patent drafting. So, after having a lots of discussions on the most significant sections, rules, and forms of the Patents Act 1970 and the Patents Rules 2003, respectively, let us enter into this beautiful and most important arena of the world of patents. Okay, so let us continue with patent drafting. Fine. So, patent drafting or otherwise we can say patent specification writing. Okay, and today I have taken the topic patent specification. Okay, so let us proceed with this. Now, a beautiful thought, friends. Just listen it carefully. Grasp the essence from the seed and let it drip from your fingertips. I'm again reading it, friends. Grasp the essence from the seed and let it drip from your fingertips. And that's called drafting. I hope it is clear. Fine. That means I have tried to explain you this term drafting in a literal way with showing some beautiful clips. Fine. I hope you get it. Okay. So let us proceed. Now we will have a comparison because whenever we say what is a draft, normally we go to its literal meaning. Fine. So first of all, we will go to the literal meaning of a draft. Fine. Okay. We can say that a draft is a preliminary version of a piece of writing. Fine. Or it is or we can say a draft is a written order to pay a specified sum. Fine. So this is the normal and literal meaning of draft. Now we will go towards what is a patent draft. Fine. Because this is the demand of our legal world or the world of patents. Fine. Okay. Let us see. A patent draft is a technical document presented in a legal format that has two primary functions. Fine. Number one is to establish novelty, and point number two is to establish inventive step or non-obviousness of an invention. Fine. Also, we can note it that patent drafting is the process of writing the patent description and claims. Fine. When the patent is issued, the draft is the specification part of the document. So, whenever you will try to understand the meaning of this statement that I have written in the note part, then your confusions will be clarified. Fine. So, just remember, patent drafting is the process of writing the patent description and claims. Fine. And when the patent is issued, the draft is the specification part of the document. Fine. So, the comparison has been done. Let us proceed. Now, see friends, what I have given the title to this slide. The seed of the fruit. That means we know the very essence of a fruit is the seed. And seed is that part of the fruit which has the possibility, all the possibilities of life. So in this way, we can just compare this particular content of the complete specification as the seed of the fruit. That means the most important content for the complete specification. Okay. What it is? This is claim or claims. See, the name of the game is claim. Okay, just remember this. The name of the game is claim. Okay, just proceed. So friends, now we will concentrate on significance of claims. Okay, let us proceed. Point number 1. A claim is a statement of technical facts expressed in legal terms defining the scope of the invention to be protected. No exclusivity is obtained for any matter described in the complete specification unless it is claimed in the claims. That means claims part is the most important part. Fine. So got the significance? The next point. What is not claimed in the claims stand, sorry, just read it like this. What is not claimed in the claims stand disclaimed and is open to public use, even if the matter is disclosed in the description. That means that everything to be, each and everything that is to be claimed must be specified in the claims part only. Otherwise, it will be open for public use. Fine. The next point. Claims define the boundaries of legal protection sought by the patentee and form a protective fence around the invention, which is defined by the words and phrases in the claims. Fine. The boundaries of the legal protection are defined by the claims. Okay. The next point. The claims shall clearly define the scope of the invention with conciseness, precision, and accuracy, so that others may know the exact boundary into which they should not trespass. Fine. That means the boundary is very clearly defined by the help of this claims. Fine. The next point is each claim is evaluated on its own merit. Okay, that means there are a number of claims. There may be a number of claims, but each claim should be evaluated on its own merit. Fine, let us proceed. So we can read some points that to be considered while drafting. Some important points. Fine. So point number 1. Each claim should be a single sentence and should be clearly worded. Fine. The next point. Each claim should be precise and without unnecessary repetition. Fine. The next point. Rights are given to claims only, not for any matter described in the complete specification. Okay. That means I can say the main part of the complete specification is claims only. Fine. So whatever rights are to be given, that to be given in the claims only. Fine. The next point. Claims define the boundaries of legal protection and form a protective fence around the invention that we already discussed. The next point is each claim is evaluated on its own merit, and therefore if one of the claims is objected in any way, it does not mean that the rest of the claims are invalid. Okay, that means among a number of claims, it may happen that if there are 10 claims, for example, 2 or 3 claims may be invalid but others may be valid. That's why it is written that each claim is evaluated on its own merit. Fine. Now some tips on drafting claims. Okay. Point number 1. Tip number 1. Okay. Figure out all the essential features or elements of your invention that you want to claim. Fine. Figure out all the essential features or elements of your invention that you want to claim. Fine. The next point is start with broadest claim of your invention and then progress to narrower claims. Fine. The next point is start claims on a new page and number each claim using Arabic numbers starting with 1. Fine. The next point is precede your claims with a short statement such as the most important part, friends, just remember this, I or we claims. This should be the preceding ones. That means our claims should be preceded by this statement. Fine. The next point is be precise. The suggested way is just take a look below. The first time any element is mentioned, the article A is used because this is the indefinite article, as we know. The next point is when the element is referred to again by its original designation, said is used. SAID, said is used. Okay. And then finally, when another aspect of the element is referred, the, the or the is used, which is the definite article. I hope it is pretty much clear now. Fine. Now some more tips. It is important to ensure that any term being used in the claims has been clearly and purposefully described previously in the specification. This will avoid the possibility of any ambiguity in the interpretation of the term used. That means to avoid ambiguity, there may be a chance of ambiguity actually. So to avoid this, we can say it should be purposefully described previously in the specification. That means whatever it is, any term being used in the claims, that whatever term to be used in the claims has been already and purposefully described previously in the specification. Got it, na? I am reading the whole statement again. Just take a look. It is important to ensure that any term being used in the claims has been clearly and purposefully described previously in the specification. Okay. This will avoid the possibility of any ambiguity in the interpretation of the term used. That means at that time the term has become familiar. Fine. The next point. No abbreviation such as IP. That is, we know internet protocol, or relative terms such as greater or use greater than, that to be used. Or I can read it like this friends. No abbreviation such as IP or relative terms such as greater be used. Okay. The next point is each claim should consist of an introduction, linking word and body. Fine, just remember this. And the next point is the first claim would be the independent claim and subsequent claim would be dependent ones. And this claim should be linked so as to form a single inventive concept, which uh, takes us towards the unity of invention concept. Fine. Okay. Some more tips, friends. There is no restriction to the number of claims to be incorporated in the specification, but the applicant has to pay additional fee if there are more than 10 claims. Fine? Okay. Just remember the number. The next point is claims must be supported by the description and if required may be presented through the drawings. Okay. This means that all the characteristics of the invention that form the part of the claims must be fully explained in the description part. Just remember this, I'm reading it again. This means that all the characteristics of the invention that form the part of the claims must be fully explained in the description part. Fine. And now comes the most important and significant section of this video lecture. Okay, because there are some questions for you. Okay, question number 1. The transitional phase is of two types. They are open-ended transitional phase and close-ended transitional phase. So answer whether it is true or false. Question number 2. A comma is used to separate the preamble from the transitional phrase and a colon separates, just a minute friends, just a minute. Yeah, I'm reading the second question again. Question number 2. A comma is used to separate the preamble from the transitional phrase and a colon separates the transitional phrase from the body. True or false? Fine. Question number 3. The body may be divided into various subparagraphs that define the elements of the claim, and the penultimate element of a claim ends with and. The operator is and. True or false? Okay. I'm again reading it. The body may be divided into various subparagraphs. That we know, that the body may be divided into so many subparagraphs that define the elements of the claim and penultimate element of a claim ends with the operator and. Fine. Penultimate element of a claim ends with and. Now tell me whether this is true or false. Try to find out what is a penultimate element and try to find out whether it ends with and or not. Fine. The next question, question number 4. Other punctuations such as parentheses, dashes, quotation marks, etc. are not generally used in writing the claim. True or false? The next question is, or the final question is, in each claim set, the antecedent basis needs to be re-established. Lack of antecedent basis can lead to claim scope being indefinite. I'm telling the second part again, friends. Just I'm reading it. Just listen carefully. Lack of antecedent basis can lead to claim scope being indefinite, which is not desired. This is the silent term I'm telling. So go through the statement and tell me whether it is true or false. So friends, go through all the questions, all the slides of this video lecture, and try to answer these questions. And also I am waiting for your compliments, comments and queries. So just put them down in my comment box. Okay friends, all the best. Happy learning. So friends, enrich your brain cell with proper food and proper knowledge. So thank you all my dear friends for listening to me and watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Please keep questioning. Please keep learning and keep enjoying. Thank you so much. God bless you. Jai Hind.